Om Shanti, everyone. Welcome to your next normal. I'm your host, Sister Jenna. What a fantastic week we've had together, huh? So sweet. It's been so lovely, actually. Just focusing on the interior world of our decisions, our choices, especially when it comes down to the wire and we're about to cast our votes in the United States. And the political climate is so uncertain. Uncertain from one side, uncertain for the other side, uncertain inside. And many times when I look at it, it's really just a game of egos, huh? As a nation. Look at your own families. When both parties just won't come to an agreement. A husband and a wife don't see eye to eye when it comes on to raising the children. One person says, oh, give them freedom. The other one says, no, you have to discipline them. How do you find common ground? It's two different energies, two different stories. Maybe one parent says, give them freedom, they will learn on their own, and I trust my child. Or the other parent is saying, I don't trust them, they're too young, they don't have enough understanding of life, you have to discipline them. It's two different worlds. But you're living in the same house. That's what's happening in the United States. That's what's happening in many countries. And yet when we come to the table to break bread, the differences don't matter. Isn't it something? Go to a football game, a basketball game, go to a party maybe, just a family outing, and you're just having fun. You're doing line dance, you're doing that, you're talking about just good things. It's like after a while, when you break bread, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. There's always compromise down the middle. But sometimes the ego wants it all or nothing. The ego has this energy in it, I'm right, this is the only way. And so it creates so much complexity. Because ego is such a strong energy, but it's kind of subtle, even though it's gross on many levels, but it's a forceful energy, it's very stubborn. It's like a wall, and it will not let anything in. And whatever is behind that wall, it just stays there. There's no growth. But imagine when two egos come together. Two walls. It's very combative, you know. For this whole week, we've looked at our interior story and belief system when it comes on to America and voting. We asked questions such as, what is your self-worth and how do you model it? What are the things that you like about America? Are you powerful enough to impact change? And are you willing to be able to have difference of opinion and yet still be able to get along? Each day we covered one of these questions, which is a part of the initiative that I started in 2016. Meditate your vote. Meditate the vote. Find the peace within you when you go to the polls, you go to the ballot. Find the peace in you when somebody who supports a political party that you don't, you can still be peaceful and be open to understand what is the benefit of it all. Tomorrow I'll be interviewing 3 prolific leaders in our community here in Washington. It will be focused on Meditate the Vote. Each one comes from a different political perspective. And if you happen to be in the metropolitan D.C. area, I urge you to come tomorrow to our event at 1 p.m. to 2:30. If you do have friends, bring them. They won't regret it. And so I can sit in a room with individuals that have different perspectives, and I can maintain my peace. I must maintain my peace. It's my dignity. It's my contribution. So I just invite you, as we do a wrap-up of Meditate the Vote, to really focus your attention inside yourselves and to always be able to discern or recognize that if you're losing your peace because you're trying to prove your political party is better than the other one, you're also part of the problem for your country, for your family, and definitely it plays out for yourself. I know it's a little tough to accept. It's a little tough, I know. It's very subtle truths, though. Sometimes you can speak about a political opponent in a very negative way, and if God was looking at you from above, He would say, but you're just like them. Kind of painful, huh? So as we wrap up this week, and on November the 5th, Americans, 200 plus, who are registered voters, will cast their ballot to determine who will be the next President of the United States. Wonderful, isn't it? And however it turns out, as a country, we must accept those decisions. Whether we think it's corrupt or not. For whatever is the lineage of this democracy, it's what it is. But what do we do as a people? We have to maintain our inner peace. If we want to contribute to our country, wherever you are, Brazil, India, China, Canada, Africa, Russia, the Central America, the Caribbean, wherever you reside, and you find yourself in a voting climate or in a political climate, you must maintain your inner peace when you make your decision, if you want to contribute to your country. You see, your inner vibration is the greatest service and the greatest act you can offer your country, your fellow men and women. Your inner peace is a vote to help you and your country to sustain itself for a long period of time. I can't stress to you how important this energy is inside of you, and its ability to sustain and grow and strengthen your nation. We are supposed to have a difference of opinion. That's why the universe has 8 billion of us on this planet trying to figure out what life's all about. And every time you turn your attention to God, the best of yourself comes forward. God will never let you hate, violate, cheat, hurt, deceive, disempower any of His children. It's not who God is. That's why we remember Him. We remember Him for power and for strength, for protection, for blessings. And who am I to think that I deserve to be blessed and protected, but not this one. Who am I to think like that? That's not a connection to God's energy. So here's my wrap-up for Meditate the Vote. Your peace is crucial now. Your ability to love the way God would love His 8 billion children, it's crucial now. Your humility to somehow, some way trust there's benefit in every scene of this unlimited drama is essential. Whatever happens at midnight on November 5th is accurate according to the drama, and it's beneficial, and souls are playing their part. My part is to continue to bring peace and safety and love and respect and healing and joy to the planet. Is that yours too? Or will that be the side of history that you choose to support? And when you take your last breath on your deathbed, will your spirit be at peace that you served, that you helped humanity, you helped your fellow brothers and sisters, that you cared about their emotional, spiritual, physical well-being. You see, spirit never dies. And based on your decisions in life, they leave an impression in you. The intention behind the decisions leave an impression in your spirit that is carved in you forever. So what side of history will you be on? Peace, healing, support, wisdom, love, joy, power, awareness, acceptance, care, kindness, inclusion, or violence, hate, racism, judgment, fear, lies, deception, manipulation, betrayal, abuse. It's your choice. And when you're on your deathbed and it's time to go home, and there's no turning back what you've done with your life, where do you go after that? And the reason why I feel Meditate the Vote is such an important tool, it's because it is helping us to cast our vote, whoever it is, in an interior state of peace and goodness. No judgment. Watch that judgment in you. It's the ego, and ego is the work of algae, the 5 vices, Ravan, or what we call in the West, that little guy that hangs out in a hot, fiery place with a fork. The ego serves that energy. no more. The opposite to ego is truth, self-respect, to be informed, to have enough awareness. So we'll wrap up now with a meditation for the citizens of this land, with the intent to blanket the country with our collective peace. As one person, yes, you can create peace in our home, but as a collective, wherever we are, and even if you're in other countries, please join me. Take a breath. You breathe out. Everyone knows what happens in America impacts the entire world. So wherever you are, I invite you, blanket this country with your good wishes and pure feelings. Emerge the image of the country in your mind. Whatever landmark that comes to your awareness, or the shape of the country on the map. And visualize the over 300 million citizens. Visualize them in the east and the west and the north and the south. Standing at the precipice of change. And blanketing the country and the souls who reside here with a deep vibration of acceptance and peace. Acceptance and peace. Acceptance and peace. Acceptance of whatever the results will be on November 6th morning. And peace thereafter. I invite you to visualize the families, the adults, the 200 million voters casting their vote in the consciousness of acceptance and peace with whatever the results are. And that as Americans, every American, see them holding hands and finding their peace. Keep sending the citizens of America your peace. And wish them well. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Breathe in again and exhale. thank you for that. And I think every citizen in their country that's watching today should keep initiating this meditate the vote idea to families and friends in your countries to stimulate this power. Let's go to awakened intelligence and take a look at what the power of the vote would mean. The power of your vote is crucial. It's a crucial force for shaping the community, policies, and future you wish to see. By voting, you have a direct say in electing leaders and passing measures that impact everything from healthcare, education, and climate policy to economic decisions and local services. Your vote is an essential part of democracy. Ensuring that leaders are accountable to the people they represent. And each vote contributes to collective decision-making, emphasizing that every individual voice has the potential to influence society, uphold rights, and drive meaningful change. So important. So let's go to our beautiful Sister Gita effect for more blessings for America.
Kind words. If it doesn't make someone happy, don't say it. You know, it is true that at times you will need to offer correction, but if it's not accepted, maybe the person is not powerful enough to take the dose of medicine, you know? So you detach and send good wishes through your minds, hoping that sometime, if not today, sometime that soul will realize. But I find when I don't do that, and I absorb the vibrations coming from the person, the attitude from the person, then there's a heaviness that comes in the being. There's a heaviness that I feel. So walk in your office today with that attitude. I am a well-wisher. And you smilingly say good morning. Good wishes to everyone. Because the mind is like this. It can only do one thing at a time. If I'm sending good wishes, I cannot absorb the negative vibration that's coming from this person or that situation, right? So the habit of good wishes is something that we need to make a natural practice.
For those of you who are just joining the Next Normal show, that's Sister Gita, was my mother. She passed away this year, and she had such a way of touching our hearts. And so to honor her role, her part as Sister Gita, we have included it in the Next Normal segments. And it's just her spirit makes you feel better. You know, it's like it's a blessing. And this will be... yesterday we celebrated Diwali. This will be our first Diwali without her. Anyway, so for the month of November, the Avyak signals will be focused on becoming an embodiment of success. So these thoughts and ideas are to pull from deep within your subconscious the power in you to make these things come true. In any field of service, in order to become an embodiment of success, imbibe the virtue of tolerance. It's a good one. Give me 1 second here. Just as a patient person carefully considers everything before he carries out a task and is so definitely achieves success, similarly, one who is tolerant is able to down those with strong sanskars. Is able to cool down those with strong sanskars with their power of tolerance and makes the person cooperate. So basically, to attract success when you're working with others, make yourself tolerant. And in your ability to be tolerant, you can cool down people who are having a little bit of a rough time with you at that moment. Anyway, how did everybody enjoy the 1 week of Meditate the Vote? Everybody took a lot of benefit from the sessions? I hope so. Tell me, what are your thoughts and your feelings about today? And how did you feel? You can put it in the chat. Rashmi, thank you for joining in. Brahmaputra, a very beautiful experience. Kushali, Emerge Love. Lilawati, nice to have you. Happy Diwali to you. Being peaceful is mine to be. It is a power that I lost, and now it needs to be restored. Joanne, it will. Darlene, these teachings are such a blessing to me, and it brings peace to my job. Very good. And good morning, Sister Jenna. Bless you for using your energy to make this world a better place. I receive your blessings, Aunt Senshin, aka Anthony. Yukti, good morning. Kailash, lovely to have you. Good morning, Sister Jenna, and everyone. Have a nice day, love. Love, Sea Salt, Gigi, Indu, great to have you. And yes, Om Shanti to everybody on board. Thank you all so much for joining me on this week of discussions. I find that people tend to kind of feel like politics and participating civically in your country is not spiritual. Couldn't be more than wrong. Spirituality is to bring the best of yourself forward. And if politics becomes an absence of spiritual energy, it's going to be hell. And so for those who practice spirituality in politics, thank you. Thank you for bringing the best of yourself forward. If you go to the America Meditating YouTube channel after this, you'll see now a new series of interviews that I've done with political figures called Soul Talk on the Hill. Let's give you a chance that you can access anyone's spiritual side. It doesn't matter what party they belong to. But if you can help people to really come out and show the best of who they are, it's such a fragrant experience. It's so fragrant. All right. Peace inside is peace at the poles. Keep loving everybody the same. There'll be no ego and no attachment. Thank you so much for joining us today. Please take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Lots of love. And keep God's remembrance consistent in your mind and heart. Om Shanti.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we at the twilight's last gleaming
to the flag of the United States of America.
Broad stripes and bright stars through the
A huge cheer, then singing as the decision reaches the crowd out front.
You have no clue what the hell it feels like to be black in this country.
We watched were were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran.
Pope Francis was known for reaching out to marginalized communities.
Bursting in air gave proof through the night.
So what do you think of a Muslim and a Jewish guy walking together?
I think it's great.
It's great?
I think we get along. It's great.
Oh, say does that star
Well, this is a perfect opportunity for you to try some active listening.